Uh-oh, Zoran did not get the message because he is out here asking for money. Again, the socialist darling of New York has gone from free everything to please donate millions of dollars in what feels like record time. And the responses, they are legendary. The memes, they're practically writing themselves. Guys, this is a literal screenshot of the video. I hope very soon not to have to ask you for money. Holy smokes. But while Zoron is out here taking pledges, so does Tom Homan, saying that they're officially deploying ICE to New York City to get things in order. And at that exact moment, someone new enters the congressional race. On the platform, you ask? Well, to abolish ICE. I know it's a lot, so let's get right into it. Welcome back to the MC Moreno Show. Please like, subscribe, turn on the bell, and let's jump right in. First things first, let's watch this monstrosity that just came out from the new mayor. Check it out.
It's been 2 weeks since we won the election. We've been pretty busy.
Rejects the Democratic Socialist Zoran Mamdani.
Too often, this is a time of just celebration as opposed to preparation. We want to make it both.
A lot of these things are new, but one of them is pretty old, fundraising. But why are we fundraising? Well, we have less than 50 days until we take office. We have a lot to do. We have to vet the 50,000 resumes we've received. Thank you. We have to keep paying our incredible team. Thank you. And we have to plan not just our inauguration, but our policy implementation. Now, unlike the campaign, transitions do not get public matching funds from the city. So that 8-to-1 match, gone. It's up to us to raise the money. Usually campaigns take that as an opportunity to rely on wealthy donors, but that's not us. You've already been incredible. We've raised more than $1 million in just 2 weeks. Our average donation is around $77, and more than 12,000 of you have donated so far, which is much lower than the last administration's transition. But we're still asking for your help because we need to raise $4 million in total. So January 1st can be the day we start to deliver, not start to prepare. I hope very soon not to have to ask you for money. But until then, I'm asking for you to go to transition.
My goodness, this is so hard to watch. What I think is just disturbingly ironic is that, vision always costs more than we expect. But integrity at least requires that we are honest about that price, which Zoran is neither. Both he wasn't honest and he lacks an incredible amount of integrity, because if he was, he probably wouldn't have gotten elected, right? But you see, if your message was free everything and now it is donate to me, it's just utterly impossible to not be seen as a con man. And I love Greg Price's summary of this because I just think it is perfect. He says, I promise I'm going to make everything free. And as soon as he gets elected, okay, now give me $4 million. I am telling you, another person says, Eric Doherty, he says, every communist is a professional swindler. New Yorkers got scammed big time. I think Zoran is actually trying to soft launch his administration's practices, because I would not be surprised if he is unable to raise taxes to deliver his promises. So what he's doing is he's just going to use his nationwide platform to fundraise the entirety of his promises that just will not be possible to do otherwise. Let me know what you think about that. But this also does add to the list of broken campaign promises. Check it out: free buses, tax increases, buildings conversion to electric, and $30 minimum wage. Granted, he hasn't taken office yet, but the damage that he's doing already feels completely irredeemable. And in other news regarding New York City, check this out: Tom Homan just dropped a bomb saying that he will be officially deploying ICE to bring some law and order to the city. Check this out.
But New York City, I plan on being in New York City in the near future. We're going to do operations in New York City. We know in New York City, me and Mayor Adams at one point had an agreement to let ICE into Rikers Island so we can arrest public safety threats and the safety and security of that facility, but the city council shut it down. So we're going to be coming to New York City. We're already there now. I mean, teams are there now, but we will increase the enforcement presence in New York City, again, because they're a sanctuary city, and we know we have an issue there with public safety threats hitting the street every day.
With that answer.
So Zoran Mamdani's response to this historically has been that his law enforcement agencies will not comply with federal authorities because they are a sanctuary city. But President Trump has signed an executive order saying that if these cities do not comply with federal law, that they will be losing federal funding. And this is from April 21st of this year. But the reason I bring it up is because, according to a new article by Bloomberg, look at this: Trump aides review funds for New York City after Mamdani wins. All right. So this article says that you could expect to see a potential funding freeze. Look at that. So again, these are the things that one could expect whenever you try to run a political experiment on the largest city in our country. It is just ridiculous. But the experiment also gets a bit more ridiculous and extreme as Cameron Katsky just launched a full-on congressional campaign on what platform? Look at this: Medicare for All, Stop Funding Genocide, and Abolish ICE. All right, I'm only going to play a few seconds of this because I don't want to put you through, too much torture because we practically had to listen to that entire new Zoron and Donnie fundraiser. But check this out.
New Yorkers are always on the move, reaching new heights and rushing towards the future. But today's leaders just can't keep up. My name is Cameron Kasky, and I'm running for Congress because there's no real path forward for most Americans. You and your family are working all week just to spend most of your paycheck on.
I'm sorry. I just can't take someone who's never had a real job seriously. Maybe this is just a boomer take of mine, but I just don't think your first job should be taxpayer funded. Go wait tables, go be a bartender, go become a teacher, for crying out loud. I did like the ending though, because I thought he completely nailed it. Check this out. He took a jab at Jack Schlossberg, the only grandchild of JFK. Check it out.
I'm Cameron Kasky, and I'm running for Congress because it feels like our party has no future. So we need to invest in a new generation of leaders to take on the fight. Please donate to me online. All of my opponents have a lot of very rich friends. I can't necessarily say the same thing about myself. I'm Cameron Kasky, and I approve this message.
I love it. I really do, because at least he has a platform that he is running on. Jack's platform seems to be just trashing the entire Trump administration, which includes his cousin, Secretary of HHS, Robert F. Kennedy Jr. Look at what he had to say about the secretary. If you had asked me, I think this is completely unforgivable.
And President Trump, and it's not just my family's legacy. It's generations of Americans and New Yorkers who fought and sacrificed to build this country. And he is dismantling that legacy. He's so obsessed with the Kennedys and the Kennedy name and the Kennedy brand that he caged one and put it in his cabinet, a rabid dog in his cabinet, put a collar on my cousin RFK Jr. and has him there barking, spreading lies and spreading misinformation.
I don't know if you've ever heard someone refer to their family as a brand, but that's exactly what Jack Schlossberg did, and I think that is just completely absurd. One of the top comments on this says, I think you're doing a pretty good job of dismantling the Kennedy name on your own.
But care.
Yeah.
She's
And
got a ticket to ride.
this is him, by the way.
She's got a ticket to ride, but she don't care.
Yeah, and I don't think a lot of people are going to care that you're also running for this seat. Anyways, that's the video from Zoran Donnie begging for money again, which is unsurprising to Tom Hammond looking to move into NYC, and who knows what they could expect, as well as some new House of Representative hopefuls. Tell me what you think about all this in the comment section. Hey, if you made it this far, please like, subscribe, turn on the bell, because if you made it this far, that means you actually like this type of content. All right, so why not see more of it? Thank you so much, and I will see you all next time. Episode's over already? Geez, that was fast. Well, they say beautiful things do not last forever, but feel free to watch and listen to another one of these episodes if you're interested in those conversations as well. Also, this next part is huge. Make sure to obliterate that like and subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never skip a beat. I also have a newsletter where we dive into the news, politics, and ideas that shape our future. If you're interested in signing up, I'd really appreciate that. Anyways, that's the end of this episode. Thank you so much for watching and listening, and I'll see you next time.